Welcome back to the Reckoners. We're doing a solo playthrough with two characters. We're playing with Megan, playing with David. This is it. This is the finale. We're playing it out to the end. We have a total of 5 population left, and we have Steelheart down to 12 health. So if we can get him to 0 health before our population goes to 0, we're going to win. If we go population 0 before we can take Steelheart out, we're going to lose. Alright, let's begin by rolling up our dice, and we'll start with Megan. Now, Megan is the one that can bring the pain. She's got the nice checkmate ability, so we're looking for one containment die to do that. She's got 1 token as well, so she can use that as a containment. And there it is, boom. Now, we have to take care of things as well. Now, she's in a space with one goon, so she might as well do that. And you know what? She's going to keep the other 2 hits because we're going to do as much damage as we can to Steelheart. Yeah. Alright, second roll. And we get a double goon hit. Is that what we want? She's can... research. Neither of these is going to do us very much good. Well, this gives her 2... I think we're going to keep that. We're going to re-roll this one, although we're probably going to use it for movement. We have to get rid of barricades too. And the final one is a containment. Alright, that's Megan's rolled up dice. So let's now do David's dice. Alright, let's roll up David's dice. And we're going to see. He needs to do some containment. Yeah, wow, we're in a bit of trouble, but if we can do a lot of damage, so far it looks like Megan can do 5 damage to Steelheart. Let's see what we get here. Double containment, he will definitely keep. We're going to leave that one. The researching. David is currently over with... Oh man, he has to use some of this. So we're going to use one of those. And yeah, we'll use 2 of them, I think. And another containment. No, we're going to re-roll that. Alright, second roll for David, and he gets a couple of these. Alright, one of these is going to do a double hit, so we're going to keep that. And then he's got a single hit we'll keep. We'll use the other containment, and we'll re-roll this one. We can change one die to anything we want. We're going to change this one to a double containment. Alright, we also have, let's not forget, we have explosives, so this can be turned into 2 hits against goons. We also have the med kit. Once per turn, we can heal 2 population. So we're going to do that right now before we forget. Alright, is that going to be too little too late? We're going to go from 5 up to 7 population. Now we've got to somehow not lose 7 population in this turn, and then I think maybe the next turn we can take out Steelheart. Alright, let's get using our dice. Alright, we're going to start off with Megan. She's currently here. Now we've got a barricade in every location, which is terrible. She's going to go ahead and use 1 containment to go ahead and contain Cinder once. So she's only doing 1 damage to her population instead of 3. She's going to go ahead and use the 1 Goon Smacker to get rid of this guy. And now we want to get over to Steelheart to hit him. So we're going to have David use... Oh man, yeah, this is brutal. We're going to have David use one of his research dice to get rid of the barricade at Megan's spot. And let me think of what else we're going to do here now. Megan also has a token. And I think... Oh, she's got to get up here, doesn't she? Oh no, she does not. She does not. You know what? Megan's going to use her double hit against the goons, which she won't need to get rid of this barricade. Now she can move over to where Steelheart is. And she will use her token to move to Steelheart's location. Alright, we're taking lots of risks here. So when she's in Steelheart's location, she will use her containment die on her checkmate ability to do 1, 2, 3 damage. And she also has 2 of these. She will be doing a total of 5 damage to Steelheart. Let's do it. Alright, 5 damage to Steelheart. He's at 12, so 2 damage down to 10. 3, 4, 5. Steelheart is down to 7 health. And that's it. Love it. Alright, that's Megan doing all of her dice, almost. Megan also has this clear die left. She's going to use that to go ahead with the camera. And that's going to give her 2 tokens which, for next turn, if we survive that long. Alright, let's see what David's up to. Okay, David has got the white die with the Goon Smacker on it. And he's going to use his explosives, which means a white die or a clear die with that is good for 2 hits. So he will get rid of the 2 goons there. That's all good. He will use the single containment die to contain Fortuity once. He will use the research die to research Fortuity once so he doesn't go over the limit, because if he goes past here, we'd have to do 2 damage against population, 1 for research, 1 for population, or for life, even though he's at maximum life. And then what else are we going to do? And then he's going to use the single die to hit the last goon there. And he has 2 double containment left. Sadly, he's going to have to use 1 to move, because he's got no other way to do it. Oh, he can't! He's got a barricade. Are you kidding me? Oh, wow. Maybe he shouldn't have changed that to a... He probably should not have changed that. You know what? We're gonna... Oh, well, I did. I changed it to this. And he can't... Oh, no, he blew it. I think he blew it. He has 2 of these dice left. Let me think if there's anything he could do, because he has a barricade, so he can't not move out of there. Unless he gets rid of the barricade. But then if he gets rid of the barricade, all he can do is move. Is that going to do him any good? Probably not. Oh, let me think about this. Okay, I'm going to retro one thing. We're going to use... I'm going to leave the 1 goon here, because it does not make sense. Instead of getting rid of the 1 goon with this 1 die, we're going to get rid of the barricade instead. That makes way more sense. And then we will have David use a double containment to move over here with Steelheart, and then he'll use a double containment to doubly contain Steelheart. So let's go and do that. Alright, we're going to double contain Steelheart now. Total damage to population is only going to be about 5. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to do it. We're going to do a 1 contain here and a 1 contain here. Are we still going to get 3 barricades? Darn it, we're going to get 3 barricades. I want to do that twice so we only get 1 barricade. But I don't think we can do that. No, we can't. So, that's where we have to leave it. All right. And now we would receive rewards. We did not get rid of any epics. And now it is purchase equipment. We have no money. Now it's add epics. We didn't get rid of any. It is now time for the epics to activate. Alright, first up we have Fault Line, who's currently right here. She is going to increase the blue track for Steelheart, and she's going to get a goon showing up, which is bad. It's just bad. And then she's going to increase 1 power, and she's going to increase another 1 for the Enforcer. So up she goes to there. Alright, let's increase Steelheart's blue track 1. Alright, we're increasing Steelheart's blue track by 1. That's some stupid barricades. So he's going to be putting on 3. Darn it! Alright, clockwise we're going to Fortuity. Alright, Fortuity he's pumping himself up. He's all full of himself, so that's what he's doing. Oh, I forgot to put the 2 tokens in Megan's tray. I'm doing that right here, as you can hear that. Alright, so he's going to increase his research 1. He's already at maximum health. That's it. And he's going to increase once, and he has another goon he'll increase twice. Not too worried about it. Last up, Cinder. The last minor epic to go is Cinder. She's going to kill 1 population, so we're at 7. I'm just going to do it off screen. We're down to 6. and she's going to increase the yellow track for Steelheart by 1, and then she's going to increase her power by 1. So let's increase Steelheart, yellow track 1, and then it's Steelheart's go. Alright, Steelheart increases the yellow track by 1. Well, Cinder did it for him. Alright, it's time for Steelheart to go. He is going to kill 2 population. We're currently at 6. Guess what? We go down to 4 population. We're still kicking. And then nothing here. And he's going to bring on 3 goons, because that's what he does. 2 and 1 is 3. 2 where he is, 1 clockwise. Alright, 2 goons where he is, which is where everybody is, and 1 clockwise to perpetuity. And he has 1 track remaining. And his final track is barricades, 3 of them. So we know the drill. It's basically we're going to get 1 barricade on every location. Alright, 1 barricade on every location, because we start where Steelheart is, and then we go clockwise, the next one, and then the next one. If we had 4, we would just go 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one would go here. If we had 5, and it would just keep going clockwise. Alright, and it's time now to roll the Steelheart die, and I am really hoping he gets a 3. Get a 3, get a 3, get a 3! No. No, he does not get a 3. He gets a 4. So he basically goes 1, 2, 3, 4. He ends up with fortuity. You know what? This is the finale. We are continuing on. We have Steelheart down to 7 health. 7. We have our population at 4. If we can get over to Steelheart and do 7 damage to him, I don't think we have to wait out the entire round. I think as soon as you kill Steelheart, you win. I'm going to double check that. We're going to come right back and finish off. Alright, found it pretty easily. Right here. Victory condition. Players immediately win the game if they defeat Steelheart by reducing his health to 0. So all we need to do this turn, somehow, is do 7 more damage to Steelheart, and we immediately win. So let's get rolling our dice and hope we get lucky. Alright, we're starting with Megan. She's got 2 tokens. That is awesome. And we're looking for one of these symbols for her checkmate ability. And lots of just hits. Lots of hits. Well, we're definitely keeping that. We're definitely keeping this. And I see no other hits. Alright, that was her first roll. Second roll. Come on, hits! Yes. There's another hit. And another hit. I don't care about anything else. We're just looking for hits. So we're going to re-roll all of this. Hits! Oh yes, another hit. She gets a goon smacking and $1. Yes. Okay, let's go to David. I'm actually feeling pretty confident. Wow, this has been a brutal game. Alright, David's rolling. He's also looking for some more hits. And he gets 1. So we're going to keep that. It's all about the hits. How many hits is Megan going to do? We have to do... She can just do 1 to move, and then she can do 3, 4, 5, 6. She can do 7. She can do all the hits by herself. I think we've just won. So, well, we'll keep that. We'll just roll David's dice. I don't think it really matters at this point. I think we pulled it off. He's going to keep his couple of hits. Why wouldn't he? And we'll just roll up his last roll. A couple of goon smacks. And a containment! Yes! We're using our dice. But before we do anything, we're starting off in our dice as I throw cards on the floor. Yeah, we're gonna do our med kit. We're gonna get increased population by 2. Alright, increasing the population 4 to 6. Yes, you know what? I think we pulled it off. Alright, let's get to the boards and take our final turn. Alright, Steelheart, we're coming for you right now. We're going to start with David. David's just going to take one of the goon smacking dice and get rid of the barricade where they are. He is going to use the second goon smacking die to get rid of the barricade where Steelheart is. And that's really all we need to do. And then, you know what, let's, it doesn't even matter. He's going to use his 1 containment die to move to where Steelheart is. And then he will get his licks in. He's got 3 dice that have hits. So David will do 3 hits to Steelheart. Oh yeah, David gets 3 hits in. 7 down to 4. 1, 2, 3, down to 4 health. Can Megan finish him off? I have a funny feeling she can. But while we're already here, David has his final double containment die. He might as well use it. We're going to double contain those barricades. All right, let's go over to Megan, and I think she's going to finish it off. I think this is it. Megan's over here with flat fault line. She doesn't care. She's going to spend her dollar die to move. She's going to move over here with Steelheart. And with her, she's going to use the containment die for the checkmate to do 3 damage to Steelheart. He's got 4 health left, and she's got a whole pile of these. One more of them is 4 damage to Steelheart. Let's do it. All right, Megan does 4 damage to Steelheart. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Steelheart is defeated. We've taken him out. Unless I made errors, which I hope I haven't. So we're going to zoom out. We're going to wrap up our playthrough of the Reckoners. All right, well, that's going to wrap up our playthrough of the Reckoners solo. Well, solo. 2-player / solo. That's how you do the solo. So with Megan and with David, there are 4 other characters you can play, and I forget who they are. And then with the expansion, I think comes with another 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, I don't know, and a bunch more epics. Very cool game. I actually liked it. It was a challenge, and yes, it does pay to buy some of the items. We ended up we had the jacket. We each had an extra die, which I'm sure helped us in the long run. The camera was good for getting extra tokens to spend, wildcard tokens. But yeah, overall, very cool. I liked it. I'll be playing it again at some point in time. And probably throwing the expansion in as well, because I think you get 2 more major epics. So Steelheart comes the base game. And then the expansion comes with 2 more, and I don't remember who they are. But anyway, there is an expansion. And it comes with more epics, more characters to play, and 2 more bosses to battle. And I think it changes up all of the cards with different abilities and stuff, so it changes up the game, I think, fairly significantly. And I think there's a bunch of new items and stuff, too, that come with the expansion. Anyway, thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, descriptions, and like. This was the Reckoners, and we played the solo version, which is a 2-player game with Megan, with David. And I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, these trays take up a lot of table space. If you're trying to play this with 4 players, wow. You'd need like a 4x6 table. My table's 3x5. I can play most games on it, except Firefly. When I did the Firefly 4-player or 3-player playthrough, I had to use 3 tables. So I just let you know how big Firefly is. I love that game, but wow, does that ever take up space, even with card holding trays. Anyway, I babbled on long enough. There is a poll going on in the community tab at the moment for a game that be played in January. I got 3 choices up there. Pandemic Legacy. I've got the Attack of the Clones, the Star Wars Queen's Gambit game from the Naboo perspective, and the other one escapes me at the moment. But there's a community tab there if you want to check it out and cast your vote, and then you'll see that game. The vote will close January 15th, and then I will be playing it shortly thereafter. What's going to come up next? I am not sure. I'm going to dig through my pile of games. It might be something new. It might be something I've played before. I don't know. So stay tuned, and I hope to see you in the next complete playthrough series.